Mm-hmm.
But welcome, adventurers. Welcome in.
Hail and howdy and well met.
One thing I learned today about our fearless DM, Saint Bear, is he has pressed sugarcane juice.
Yeah,
for his
look,
daily...
I was at Costco yesterday. We were walking around, all the free samples. So basically for lunch, we went into the free samples at Costco.
It's valid.
There was a free sample of sugarcane juice. And actually, I had never had sugarcane until after I got married. My wife had told me that growing up, her dad, I don't know if maybe this is more like Hispanic culture or what, but she said that they would get just raw sugarcane and chew on it as a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's really good.
Last time on Campfires and Dragons, you guys had tried to teleport, basically trying to make your way to Ivo, and the teleportation went wrong, and the three of you ended up dropping in on basically a crime scene where people were about to execute someone. You fell into this abandoned circus, and you landed on someone. And you found yourself in the middle of the Bodie crime syndicate's internal problems. You learned that the Bodie crime syndicate had originally been a circus, and then they had come upon a way to make this potion that allowed people to forget things temporarily, to forget their worst memories temporarily. And they found that that was a lot more profitable than doing the circus, and so that's when they became a crime family. And through the help of Luna, the person who you saved when you fell into this whole mess, she explained to you that Velrath, who had been the head of this family, now that he was the head of the nation, wasn't really paying attention to the Bodie crime family at all anymore. And in his absence, the crime family basically had split into two factions. One, which was really happy to just go back to being a circus, putting on entertaining shows, being peaceful. And the other one, which called themselves the Hands, which wanted to really go more extreme, do the things that even Velrath was never comfortable doing. And so that's the direction that they were headed. She was not happy with that. So Luna, the girl that you helped, told you that her and some of her friends were trying to figure out what these guys were doing, why they were becoming so extreme, and how she could stop them so they could go back to being a circus. So now that you guys were in the thick of it, you decided to help her. You began investigating, and you found, as you kind of dug around and investigated this circus tent, you found a hatch in the ground. You went into it, finding basically what looked initially like just a root cellar with a couple of guards in there. And after basically incapacitating those two guards, you found that there was a large painting in the root cellar that, when pushed aside, revealed a tunnel. And we left off as you entered that tunnel, and going through the tunnel, found yourself in a big room that looked basically like a training space. There were cages all around the edge of the room with wolves in them, and one big kind of beastmaster looking guy in the center of the room, training in a big ring, training a couple of wolves. And he saw you and seemed all too eager to get into a fight. And that is where we pick up today's session. As we pick up right now, I'll just kind of set the scene. You have this big, burly guy, picture kind of like a classic gladiator. He's got the chaps on. He's got the chain mail, whatever. Got a big sword and shield, and he's charging at you. Kind of classic burly bro looking dude. And his two wolves are charging with him. And looking at him, you get the sense that he is pretty excited. He just likes to fight, and he's glad for the excuse to do so. Yeah, typical gym bro. So this seems to be their training ring. In fact, you guys, if you're kind of being intuitive and you look around, you get the sense this is probably a space that they used to use to train the animals back when this was a circus, and now it's what they use to train the animals to, instead of do fun performances and stuff, it's now where they train animals to attack people and support them in their criming.
Circus.
Yeah. So these animals don't look thrilled that they've been trained to be aggressive now.
and all three of them are charging at you. So we'll pivot over to Owlbear here, and we can see the big ring in the middle.
Quick question.
Imagine the cages around the edges.
So this ring, is it like a bullpen type ring? Is it like there's like a fence on the outside that the animals are like inside, or is it easily they can just come out and get us?
They can easily jump out. The ring is there. Again, picture like almost like a circus or something. Like, you know, if an elephant wanted to get, there's kind of a ring there just to serve as a delineator, but you know, if an elephant wanted to jump over that fence, it's nothing stopping it.
Yes.
Yeah, essentially.
Makes sense.
And so, I mean, outside of that, there's kind of stone beneath your feet here. Inside of there's like dirt and hay and stuff to make it a little bit softer for where they do their training and like when they fall and stuff. You could see where there's like blood splattered from, you know, training accidents in the past, probably. It's probably fortunate that he's the only person training in here right now. Maybe there's other times when more people are in here training. But they're charging at you. So, yes, you guys all have a moment to... you had prepared a couple of things to try to do before combat fully ensues. What do you want to do?
Can Ghana roll perception and see if these animals are... do the animals look hurt at all? Like, do these look like abused animals or well-treated attack dogs?
Yeah, you can roll insight for that. I don't think smell gives you an advantage, though. I can smell that they're abused.
I can smell the trauma.
What did you roll?
Dirty 20.
So, you know, it's a little bit hard to tell. They look like war animals. So, you know, if you picture, what comes to mind for me is like in Lord of the Rings, they have those big elephants that those people ride in on, and they're like war elephants. Or in the Hobbit movies, they have those war pigs that they ride, and like they're pushed, man. These animals, but they're almost like trauma bonded to the owner. So they probably, if they learned that someone like what it's like to have someone treat them a little bit more kindly, they would probably find that refreshing. But all they've ever known is the harsh realities of being trained to be like war animals. And so yeah, they respect their owner and they obey his commands, but they are, you know, they're not treated, they don't get to sleep on the couch at night or they don't get to sleep in the bed, so to speak. Especially for what we're doing here, I find it kind of, I don't know, if I'm like, and now you're forced into initiative, it never gives you a chance to maybe have some creative problem-solving moments before the fight just starts. You want to call out to him, if you want to prepare a spell, if you want to, I don't know, throw some bananas on the ground so they all slip.
Man, if I had some, that'd be great.
Right? Where's a rogue when you need one?
This is when we could have brought Butterbeard. He was a chef for like a whole week.
That's true.
You're
right. He did the internship.
The internship. Mm-hmm. We found out what internships really are that day.
I mean, I don't think anyone was surprised. Okay. So are you guys going to do, any of you guys have anything you want to do before they get close enough to start combat?
Let me, first I gotta check how far away I am, because I might want to move. Yeah, I'm going to move, if that's okay, because I'm pretty far away.
Sure.
So if I'm able to, I would like move. Yeah. I would move there. Right, am I now? Or did I literally just stay the same? I need to move a little bit forward. All right.
I mean,
that's right.
The only benefit of being a little... Oh, okay, you're closer now.
Yeah, just range.
Closer, but range. Away from the main group.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Doc, he just kind of charges up into the front, trident out, spun it around, pulled out his shield. He's ready to go.
Great.
Come and get me. So, great. So, you see these guys charging toward you. The guy is running. His wolves are wolves, so they're faster. And they run up. And you guys can go ahead and roll for initiative.
All right.
Let me know what you get. I need to grab my dice.
4.
16. Nice.
Nat 1, baby.
Yeah, let's get these low rolls out of the way for now.
Yeah, at least you got it out on initiative. It could have been worse, you know.
Oh man. First roll.
Doc
All right.
charged up, spun around, pulled out his shield, dropped the shield.
Drop the shield on his foot.
Pretend it was cooler than
I mean,
that.
it's almost like you running up was your first turn,
Yeah,
and now
that's true.
you have to wait till the end of. Okay. Ghana, what did you get? Say again.
I got a 4.
4 Ez
16.
16 killer. All right. So first off, the wolves run up. So you run up to kind of the edge of the arena, Doc, and these wolves rush up. They like what's it in the Bible when he's like, I ran, but so did the other guy, but I ran faster, so I got there first. They outrun.
John.
Yeah. But Jesus' favorite disciple ran faster. The wolves outpace. Maybe this is more like in Jurassic Park when Chris Pratt's on the motorcycle and then the velociraptors run past him on both sides. Kind of like that.
There we
to
go.
make it cinematic. The gladiators running down the middle. On each side flanking him, the wolves run up past him and they jump over the fence straight at you, Doc. And they are both going to try and take a chomp at you.
Go.
Take a big bite of your shoulder.
Let's do it.
So, bust out my dice here. And there we go. If anyone wants a dice tray and you're like, I don't know what to get for a dice tray, $5 at Joann's or Michael's or whatever. Dice trays don't have to be expensive.
Or at Emberglow if you want to support the channel. I mean, just saying. I mean,
Or you can get a nicer. I'm just saying, like D&D can be accessible.
Emberglow, you put in our little code, use our link, and you get a nice little
They do have nice
special,
ones.
and we get a little kickback for that as well,
I
which
got
is
this
always
one.
really
It's like-
appreciated.
A nice
We get
wooden one.
$800 for every purchase that you make. Okay.
We do not.
Does a 17 hit
If
you?
we got
No, not at all.
$800,
Throws
so
up
when
his shield
someone
and
bought
deflects it.
something,
Dude, I'd be advertising the
I
heck
have to
out of that if we
remember
had
that
much
you just
money.
have an armor class of like 46.
there wouldn't even be a stream.
Okay, and then so you managed to bash away one of the wolves with your shield. The other wolf jumps over, and it dives right past you. It tries to bite you on its way past, but just glances off. In fact, its tail just kind of brushes against your face, and it's kind of refreshing.
Oh,
Soft little
nice.
tail. And they land kind of right behind you. They land, spin around, and they're growling at you. Ez, it's your turn.
So Ez has got his bird pipes out, and he is playing not a normal tune that you would have heard that he uses normally for casting magic, but this is a very like melodic, calming tune. And
You're trying to put the puppies to sleep.
no, you're gonna see almost like this flickering image of like an elven woman behind the gladiator and just like wrapping her arms around him like a hug. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
The gladiator?
The gladiator.
Because he's getting a hug? Oh,
He's getting a hug.
that's so sweet. What does he need to beat?
A 16.
Oh, he fails.
So
Oh,
he
he's
is
the hug
now
mom.
paralyzed with hold person. So at the end of
Dang.
each of his turns, he can make a save. He could try to make the save again to beat it, but until he beats it, he is paralyzed.
Okay.
So now that he is paralyzed, Ez is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he is going to just pull out his daggers.
Kick him in the shins.
And then that is Ez's turn.
Nice. Good job, Ez.
Very nice. All right. So the gladiator rushing forward, his dogs dive out in front of him, and he just freezes in his tracks. Can everyone else see what happened, or to everyone else does he just freeze in his tracks?
Flavor-wise, I would say like you see that flickering image of like this elvish woman that no one here has seen before, who's like giving him a hug, and then she like disappears when he fails.
Holding him
So like it's not. Yeah, so she's like the one that's holding him, and he can't move.
Yeah. And so he's just looking frustrated and angry, and you rush over behind him. Great.
Yep.
It is now the gladiator's turn. So he gets to roll a wisdom check, right? To see if he can break out.
Yes, so he makes
DR
another wisdom
16?
save. Yep.
Is that at the beginning or end of his turn?
End of his turn. So like this is his turn. Yeah.
But he can't do anything else, right? Because he's paralyzed.
He has all he can do this turn is make the save. Even if he beats it.
So, he rolls a nat 1. So he's for sure still stuck there.
It worked.
And it is now Luna's turn. And she, giddy as ever, is going to cartwheel out from behind you, Ghana. And she's like, yay, more murder. And she is going to take out a couple daggers, and she's going to throw them across the arena here and try to stab good old gladiator guy.
And the attacks are at advantage because he's paralyzed.
And if they hit,
Yep.
they're auto crits.
If she's within 5 feet of him, she's throwing them, so they wouldn't be crits.
Oh, she's throwing. Okay.
So her first attack is a hit. I'm just gonna roll her like she's another character. So her first attack is that, and she does 8. And her second attack also hits, and she does 5. So 13 damage from her. There you go. So she cartwheels out excitedly, smile on her face, throws a couple daggers across the room, and they just pin themselves into his shoulder. And it is now your turn, Ghana.
Ghana's going to take a step back. There's no grid on this. He doesn't snap.
Oh, it should be snapping. I'm not sure why the snapping hasn't been working as well. It's turned on, but yeah, you can have to look at the grid.
We'll live.
He has not actually taken damage yet. Oh yeah, he just took damage. Ghana's going to take a step back, and he is going to hold out his hand, and you're going to hear bell tolls in the distance as he's going to cast Toll the Dead on him. He needs to make a wisdom save.
On the gladiator?
Yes.
Okay. Jeez, this guy's... Every time, you guys are just like... Yeah, he failed that. Big time.
All right. Hold on. It was 2d12 because you're level 5 now. So
Ooh.
12 damage total.
Nice. Okay.
As
But
he calls out with the bell tolls, and he's going to say, "Call your dogs off, and you will survive."
And as this bell, you just hear the sound of a bell tolling, echoing and resonating throughout this cavern. You see his eyes just widen as he's racked with a moment of just psychic pain. And paralyzed, remind me, if he's completely paralyzed, he can't talk
He can't
either,
talk
right?
yet.
He can't move at all.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
Call your dogs off. He can't. Literally can't do anything. Great. Okay. You're up, Doc.
So if Doc moves, the wolves could take an attack of opportunity, correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of moving, I am going to start by casting or channeling my divinity. The waves begin to just kind of whirl up around Doc, and he twirls around his trident, and he looks at one of the wolves, the one to his right, and he just goes to try to hit it.
I love that. It's for everyone else in the room. It's like you start to smell the ocean air kind of well up in the room. All of a sudden, it was already kind of dank and musty in here, but all of a sudden there's like this saltiness added to it. And all the like moisture in the stone and in the ground starts to like rise up in droplets in the air. And it becomes, you could swear you can hear waves crashing nearby. And you swing, and what was that, 13 to hit on one of the wolves?
Yep.
You just miss.
All right. So I get a second attack, so we'll try it again.
What?
A 26.
That one's better.
There you go.
Just
So you swing and it
oh,
dodges to one side,
shit.
and you swing again, and it doesn't even have a chance to realize you're swinging again. You know, all of its weight now is on its other foot, and you hit it right in its flank.
For 8 points of damage. And then, I push it up against 10 feet's going to crash it right up into the corner. So it'll take another, the top wolf, the one on its right. Artax is his name now. Doc swings at Artax and hits him with his trident, and then the waves just crash him up against the corner of the wall there for another 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Total how much damage?
It would have been 11.
Great. Okay, we've got... I'm trying to make sure that there's maximum pity for these dogs. I want you guys to feel as bad as possible if you kill them.
Great.
So it's Artax and Old Yeller.
Oh.
Now kill
Man,
them.
Old Yeller
Larry
died once.
Yeller.
He could die again.
Old Yeller.
Boilers.
Name a sadder animal death in a movie than Artax and Neverending Story. You said 13
Never
damage?
seen it.
Yeah. Was it 13? What was my last roll? Can't remember.
You rolled 8.
8 and then 3, so 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Name it Marley.
So yeah,
Marley,
you managed to hit. Artax is very. You have to go watch Neverending Story. That's your homework. It's very sad.
I feel like it's a movie everyone should see, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. You hit him pretty good. You managed to strike him right across his flank. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Great. It is now back to the wolves. The wolves, having just tried to bite you and been not real pleased with the experience of trying to bite into chainmail, one of them is going to run over and try to bite you, Ghana, because you did some decent damage to its owner. The other one that you just hurt, Doc, is going to try and fight back because it's just reactive. You hurt it and it's
Yeah,
angry.
I get to hit this Old Yeller, so
Oh yeah.
Opportunity attack.
let's see what happens. 13, so Doc misses.
Okay.
It's a thought
It
that
does
counts.
miss. So you swing at
Felt
it,
bad.
but it's too fast.
heart
It
wasn't in
dashes
it.
away.
Heart wasn't
It
in it.
feels it, the wind of the swing on its back as it dashes away. And it's gonna take a chomp at you, Ghana. So Old Yeller takes a chomp. Does 22 hit?
Yeah, 22 is gonna hit.
Oh,
He bites you for 13. Sorry, that's a max roll.
damage.
Feels bad.
Max damage.
So it runs over and it just chomps on your trunk. And it hurts real bad.
Vengeance.
Yeah, you're trying to get it off. Meanwhile, Artax takes a chomp at you, Doc, and crits.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm. Nat 20. Does a nat
And that 20 doesn't actually hit, but
The
Does a
concept
25
of a
hit you?
net 20 hits.
yeah, 25 would hit. Yes.
The 20 plus the
The
modifier.
mechanics of a net 20 hit, but a 20 does
Yeah,
not
yeah.
hit.
Yeah. 12 points of damage.
So
That's
the
about
crit,
12
the
damage.
crit did less damage than the non-crit.
So
So he takes a chomp at you, and yeah, he manages to find a spot right where your leg armor transitions to your boots and grabs your ankle and just does not want to let go. And it's back to you, Ez. It's your turn now.
Wait,
All right, Ez is going to pull out his daggers,
Did who go?
and he's just going to kind of mutter, I don't like people that control animals against their will. And then he is going to slash at his collarbone with his first dagger. Does paralyzed give me advantage on the melee attack? I can't recall. Paralyzed has such a large book to read for condition. Let me see.
Wait, what was the question? Paralyzed gives
Paralyzed, do you
attacks?
have advantage on attacks?
Yes. Advantage on attacks. Any attack
Yeah.
within 5 feet that hits is a crit. He
Perfect.
fails strength, dexterity saves.
Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Sorry. Ignore that. There we go. Okay. So that is a 24 to hit for the first dagger. And then, can I just roll for the next dagger? He's going to attack again. Just get the rolls out of the way.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
That first one hit.
Okay, and then the next dagger is going to be a 19 to hit.
Ooh, that one misses. Specifically, the second one, as he well, so no. He's paralyzed. He can't do this. I was gonna say he parries,
can't
but
take
he's paralyzed and
reactions.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you hit him twice.
And then for crits, we double the dice, yeah?
Crits double dice. Yep.
A second here. This is going to get nuts, so give me a second. This doubles.
Oh, was your first one a crit?
8d4,
All
16d6.
They're all crits because they're paralyzed. Since they're
Auto
paralyzed,
crits,
both
does it?
strikes are crits.
Yeah,
Mm.
a lot of
Yeah.
dice.
As is kind of embracing his I don't want to say villain arc, but just an arc.
His violent side.
His violent side. He
The
likes
testosterone's
fuckers, and-
finally kicking in.
Here we go. Okay, so I gotta do a little bit of math here.
His deep sense of justice.
So
All right. Okay. All right.
it is 46 damage total. It is, though, if you have to know, I guess I could try to figure out what's the piercing from the dagger, but it's 46 damage total.
46.
46 damage.
All right.
This guy had a
And
spine.
is there a reason? Is there a reason why, like a magical reason why your daggers are doing more damage than typical daggers?
Yes, so as the first strike hits, as he pulls out the dagger, it's as if all of a sudden these screams of whispers just just launch from the guy's body. And then the second dagger he hits, and then as he pulls that one out, the same thing happens in the other collarbone. And he's utilizing his psychic blades. So he is dealing psychic damage for the majority of that.
So you see, as this guy, he can kind of just barely at his peripheral see you about to stab him, and his expression is relatively calm. He's like, the kid. These are daggers. He's been stabbed by daggers hundreds and hundreds of times in his many years of fighting. You can see him scarred all over anyway. But as these stab in, and specifically, as you pull them back out, you see him completely surprised by the amount of pain as these whispers and psychic damage. Again, his eyes widen, and you see him just racked with pain of psychic damage as he's struck by this weird attack, unlike anything he's dealt with before. And he is looking, his eyes are starting to look pretty frantic and manic. He's like someone who's feeling pretty backed into a corner. It's his turn now, and he is going to try and break this hold person. What again is he needs to meet or beat a 16 wisdom?
Wisdom save. Yep.
Okay. Ooh. Dude, that's 2 nat 20s in a row for me, dog.
Wow.
Let's go.
So, in a moment of just visceral panic, his brain just kind of starts to shut off, and he manages to break the paralyzed spell. And he just starts to swing as rapidly as he can. So, was it his turn to break that, or does he also get to attack me?
It is his turn to break it.
Okay. So he is now just kind of frantically looking around, and he locks his eyes with yours, and on his next turn, he is now going to try and attack you. But he just, for the moment, pulls his shield up, has his spear at the ready, and is now free from that grip. It is Luna's turn, and she is going to, she also doesn't like to hurt dogs. So she's going to try and roll for animal handling to see if she can get this dog to settle.
Ooh, I love that.
My
to calm
trunk.
down.
Especially
Yeah, she's going to try and...
sugar cubes. Use the sugar cubes.
Yeah, exactly. So just like she did with the troll before.
Hashtag sugar cubes. Or what is it? Pour some
Ooh, so
sugar on.
she-
What's that song? I don't know.
She rolls a 15. With a 15,
Yes.
she takes out a sugar cube, and I'm going to say that she at least has distracted the wolf. So on its next turn, it will not attack either of you two. She's managed to kind of charm it.
MVP.
Still latched onto my trunk.
No, it's let go of your trunk. This is what she does, man. She's an animal handler.
She just whispers the tune of the beast.
And Ghana, it's now your turn.
Trunk free Ghana. Let's go.
So this one here is the one that is now let go of my trunk and looked at her.
Yeah, exactly. And is curious about the sugar that she's got in her hand, and is... Yeah. We'll call it charmed.
Ghana's gonna kind of go around the back, not leaving melee distance, but come up to the second dog. And he is going to attempt to grapple the wolf. Like, it's like
Nice.
focus is on Doc. You ever like try to pick up like a golden retriever where you just like wrap your arms around its like rib cage, like a tree trunk, and just lift it up and it's like dangling?
I imagine Ghana holding a peanut with his trunk and holding it out over here to like, look over here, and then just grabbing it and picking it up. Okay.
So like its feet aren't on the ground anymore and it's like still wiggling.
Okay, great. So that's just an opposed strength check, right?
To
To grapple?
it would
Use
be
acrobatics or athletics.
yeah. For the person trying to grapple, it is athletics. For the person being grappled, it's their choice of athletics or acrobatics. For a wolf, probably acrobatics.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever's bigger.
And then, I think I get advantage on athletics because of powerful build?
Question. Pretty. That sounds about right.
Well, I've got
It's
the
the same
wolf's
powerful
roll.
build as a GIF. If it's the same powerful build as GIF, then yeah.
It's the same name, but I don't know if it's the same effect.
Could be under your features and traits though.
It is not the same effect. My push, pull, and drag is doubled. That's it.
Hmm.
That's a flat 10.
10. He rolled 16. So you try to grab him, but it's like, when dogs that don't like to be picked up just kind of flail around for a minute and wriggle. As you try to pick him up, he just kind of wriggles out of your grip and drops back on the ground and looks at you frustrated.
Well, while I'm trying to grapple him, he is still... It's only been 6 seconds. In beast speak, he's going to say, "Your handler is not faring well. Perhaps this is not a fight worth fighting." And that's it.
Go ahead and roll for persuasion.
Donna taking some Duolingo over here. Learning that pupper speak.
Sponsored by.
Persuasion is also
Sponsored
something
by-
I'm not that good at. 16.
Oh.
16. So you see, as he's still holding on to Doc's ankle, you know what I'll say? He was holding on to Doc's ankle, but as you say this, he kind of lets go and looks up, and he's a little bit distracted, and he's looking over at his trainer, at the gladiator, and notices that, yeah, he's not looking too great. And so he's definitely observing that, and it's now your turn, Doc.
So if I try to move away, it's going to be an attack of an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
If you leave the zone of
Okay.
The zone of combat.
But I can still move even if I take the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do whatever you
Okay.
want. I mean,
You
you
can
have
still
an
move.
armor class of 87 or something,
Yeah,
so I mean, it doesn't really matter.
So I am going to go ahead and try to move. So up behind the gladiator. So I'll go ahead and let you. We'll see if he hits me.
Do it.
Nope.
Nope. All right. So Doc comes up behind the gladiator,
That's actually in front of the gladiator.
in front of the gladiator, and looks at
You
him.
mantle over the fence.
Mantle over the fence, looks at him, and
Dora Farms.
Doc has this moment of just wanting to kick this dude's butt so badly, but he's just like, I'm gonna give it one try. And so,
Just kick him in the shin.
yeah, that's actually what I want to do. Doc wants to try to kind of take his trident.
Knee him in the gut.
No, take his trident, swing it behind his legs, and knock him to the ground.
Okay, I thought you were gonna pommel him in the gut like people do, knock him to his knees. But you're gonna try and
I want to try to
basically
get him
swing
to
it
his knees and then basically
hit his
stand
knees.
down. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll for it.
So is it an attack roll?
Just roll. Yeah, just roll an attack roll. To
Okay,
see if you hit it.
It would be a shove. Shove
Should be
you
like
can
an
try to.
athletics check shove. So
Okay, 19 plus what would be
Hey, what's
for
your-
shove would be just strength.
So 19
Unless
plus
he's
my strength
proficient.
modifier.
Well, it's it would
is,
be athletics. So what's your
23.
athletics mod?
Oh, athletics? Oh, even better. Then that would be a 26.
Oh, there we go.
I mean,
So still, you know,
that succeeded.
He's on the ground. He's on the ground.
So this guy falls to his knees.
Yeah.
And And I think narratively, so this guy had turned around to face Ez because he had been unparalyzed.
Gotcha.
So he was facing away from you, looking at Ez, and had, Ez had just done a ton of damage to him. So he was kind of freaked out anyway. This was not damage and like type of combat he's used to. Hit his shield and spear up. You run up behind him, you take your trident, and you just bash him in the back of his knees, and he falls to the ground. He is now on his knees, which will essentially consider like the prone condition.
And Doc says, you have one chance to stand down.
He's everything you ever wanted.
Yeah. One shot, one opportunity. You have one chance to stand down. Or
Mom spaghetti.
yeah, or what my good friend here did to you, he will do again.
I think that's an intimidation.
Yeah.
So roll
Yeah.
for intimidation.
I have a
assist
+3
with
on
it?
that. Let's go.
Can I assist with it?
Yeah. How are you assisting? That's probably a good call to
Yeah,
help.
yeah, that did not work out well.
As he says that, Ez is gonna like, if I'm able, again, if I can
Yeah.
say something, kind of like flicker minor illusion behind him, and Graw is just gonna flicker into existence and then flicker back out.
You're just trying to make this guy feel like he's going insane. He sees this giant spectral bear appear in front of him. Okay, yeah. So that means you get to roll with advantage.
I'll roll one more time. then.
Re-roll.
Yeah, I'll roll one more.
I was gonna say that you bit your tongue as you said it, and it wasn't very intimidating.
Oh no!
Oh, that's still bad. So you, as you say this, you kind of bite your tongue, and so you run
Drop
up,
the shield again.
and you're like, "I'm gonna give you one thought, one ow, and you like, trip over your words. Like, I'm gonna give you one last try to, and you like stumble all over it, and he's like, he turns around and looks at you, and you're like clearly kind of discombobulated from getting your words all mixed up. Okay. But he is prone now. He's on his knees, and he's still pretty angry, also a little scared. And it is back to the wolves.
Go Pushies!
So,
For power!
one of them is just licking the sugar out of Luna's hands, and it's got like a little heart over its head. And the other one, Artax, is now going to see that its owner is being hurt, and it doesn't like that. It feels fiercely loyal, and it's going to charge over. So, Ghana, you get an attack of opportunity if you want it.
I don't know if you can make the shove action. The shove is an modified attack action. Could I attempt to shove it and like knock it off its feet? Like as it tries to run away.
I know you can't grapple as an attack of opportunity, but can you shove? Rules is written. I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
I
shove.
don't think you can, but I wanted to read.
Yeah,
just
you
in
can't
case.
grapple or shove, but it's up to the DM really at the end of the day.
Yeah. What I will say is, if instead of fighting him, if you want to try and like shout to him or grab him to stop him, I will let you try to. In this case, I think it makes sense that you could try to grab and stop
Try
him.
to scruff him as he runs away.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Sure. If you will allow that, I will try that.
Yeah. I'll allow it for now.
With my +0. Oh, flat 16.
And it's still a 16.
Ooh.
Not too shabby.
Ooh. Okay. So he goes to lunge after his to try and help his owner, and you manage to grab him right by the scruff of his neck and keep him with you, and he's just kind of chomping at the air and is frustrated and growling, and it is your turn, Ez.
So now he's on his knees. Ez is going to take his dagger, and he's going to like press it against like that like soft part of your neck, kind of like underneath your neck and like where your collarbones come together, that like soft spot. He's just going to like, press it there. He's not gonna hurt the guy, but he's like pressing it into it. I suggest you surrender, or the creature you just saw is going to do much worse things than I could ever do. And he's gonna try and intimidate him to surrender.
Okay, roll for intimidation. Hopefully you get over a 5.
I got rolled
double,
a
a 10.
21.
Oh, I forgot you have plus infinity for intimidation. Geez. So you rolled 21. I mean, I'll give him a charisma check. Yeah, he doesn't. You just see puddle of water forming beneath him as he looks at you, and he just, you see like that, and then he's just looking at you, and then all of a sudden his eyes just like stop processing, and he just kind of falls to his side and is completely unconscious. And his wolf, seeing this happen, kind of pauses and sits and like kind of cocks its head curiously about what's going on, and looks at you guys, and does not seem to want to fight anymore. It just kind of wants to go over to its owner. Are you still holding the wolf back?
If like it gave up trying to fight and like sat down, you said?
Yeah.
I'd still have my hand on him, but not like super tight. More just like holding
Yeah, it's
him
just like
still
whining.
rather than.
It just. Yeah. The other one that's with Luna turns and runs over, hops over the fence, and just kind of sits next to the owner. He's there unconscious, and the room has gotten a lot quieter. You still hear some of the other animals in the cages around the room barking and whining out of excitement. But combat is ended, and you guys have a moment to kind of catch your breath and process what's going on here. What do you want to do?
Seeing if the other one ran towards Doc and Ez but didn't attack them and just sat down, at that point, Ghana would let the other one go.
Okay. So the other one does the same. The other one runs over, and they just kind of sit on either side of their owner, kind of, looking at his wounds and looking at you guys kind of inquisitively and a little bit fearfully.
Ez is gonna be like looking down at his like hands after he stows his daggers, and he's gonna kind of like be looking inquisitively, like he doesn't fully understand. And Doc will hear him say, but he's not like speaking to Doc, he's just kind of like speaking to the ether. He's just like, ever since that door creaked open, I've become way more powerful. And he like has this like voice of like hesitation and uncertainty with it.
Doc would slip around and put his hand on Ez's shoulder and say, "You did a great job using that power for a good result. Thank you for helping me scare the crap out of this guy."
Can I be honest with you, Doc?
Well, I don't know that you didn't confer with that.
Have
I see
you
a puddle
ever...
of water, not so much smelling anything.
Ghana would know.
Yeah, I mean, you could roll for perception and
think we
investigation
need
if you want. What does that say?
No. Yeah, what does that say? That's a good question now. What did he say? I had it. He says...
He said, to be honest with you, Doc, and then nothing.
Okay. Have you ever felt like when you strike someone with your trident, it's not you that's striking them, and when you try to not hurt someone, it's as if you're fighting against something that's trying to move your hand in another direction?
Doc would spin around his trident. He's getting pretty adept at this thing. He rather enjoys it. And because his divinity is still channeled and will be for a while, he the waves just kind of like rush up his arm, and he said, the ocean can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. It depends on how much respect you show it. And your power, as I still don't quite understand it, but I'm beginning to see, you're going to be able to do incredible things to help people with something that is inherently very dark and dangerous.
So, will you help me control it?
I will do everything within my power to help you, Wes.
I appreciate
Great
that.
point. The ocean is incredibly dangerous, but when harnessed the right way in the sails of a boat and the rudder of a boat, it can do great good. Yeah, that's a good point.
Love it.
You notice Luna is just over there, kind of, she's not
Thinking about just stabbing the guy one more time.
she's not privy to all of your your guys' interpersonal stuff, so she's just kind of feeding this wolf. She's like, you guys get pretty candid with each other, huh? We my family, we mostly just talk about like how much money we stole today, how many flips we can do. It's really sweet, really nice what you guys have here.
Can Doc just try to do an athletics check right now to see if he can nail a kick, just a sick flip?
Oh, you just want to do like a front flip?
Just want to do a flip.
Do it. Go for it.
All right, here we go. Here we go. That's a 22. Please tell me Doc just nailed this thing.
Yeah, there you go. So she's like, man, you guys, this is pretty sweet. And you took that as almost a little condescending. And so you're like, oh, and so you just stand there and you do one of those things where, you just do a kick your leg back and do a front flip.
Yeah.
And you're not like a little agile looking guy. You're like a big, strong soldier kind of guy. And she just sees you do this. She's like really impressed. She's like, oh, okay then. Maybe I'll have to show you how to do the some of those acrobat, used acrobat swings after this is all done. I think you'd like it. You've got a knack for it.
That sounds wonderful. Doc looks around and says, is there an empty cage where we can put our two furry friends here so they don't come up behind us later?
Well, what about him? Do we have a cage for him?
Well, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
Because my
you
hold
hear
only
Luna.
lasts for so long.
Luna's over there, and she's like, hey, if it's all the same to you guys, I vote. These animals, I know these animals. We've trained these animals for centuries. They're good. They're good animals. They just need to be shown the right way. If we just need to let them out. They'll run out into the carnival. They'll go and be free.
And then we put him in the cage.
Let's put the real animal in the cage here.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan to me.
Okay, so with Luna's help, you guys go around, you free the rest of the animals, and they all, they pause for a moment and look at you, but ultimately they just rush out, running toward the smell of fresh air. And you lock up the gladiator in one of the cages. There's some food and water in there that was left for whatever animal had been in there before. And you lock it up. And as you look around, you can see there's still kind of torchlight lighting the room. And on the far end of the room is a tunnel that's leading, or not really like a tunnel, but more so just kind of a large wooden door that really seems to be the only way out of this room other than the way that you guys came in.
How long did it take them to release those animals and put the guy in the cage?
Just a couple minutes, I would think. Yeah, it didn't take
Just
like an
curious.
hour. You had a key, so it's not like you had to pick every lock or anything. You took the key off of the gladiator, you just went around and did them one by one.
Got it. Because Ez would like to meditate, but unfortunately, we got to keep moving. We got to keep moving.
After giving it a little bit of pondering, because what Ez said kind of threw Ghana for a second. Ez, you said back in, was it Viridian City?
No, it was outside of Jack's house. Well, or what time were we talking about?
When
Viridian?
he said,
It was,
when he
yes,
said
I think
the
at the
door
end of
opened-
Viridian City.
Into Ez's mind, or when you talked
No,
to
when
Ez
you-
after combat?
no, when Ez, like, the power first appeared, and then Ez said the door opened.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
that's
end of
Viridian.
your encounter with Giovanni in Viridian City.
Okay. You said back in Viridian City that the door opened.
It cracked open, yeah.
Is it the door that you said that I should not look behind?
Yeah, it's dangerous back there. I don't go behind that door. Raw makes sure that door is shut. But apparently it cracked open. I don't know why. I got really frustrated though. So maybe that's why. I don't know.
As he kind of looks at Doc, he goes, the reason that Doc can wield the power of the ocean is because he understands it. He is one with the ocean. He has spent countless days, hours, months understanding the ocean. If this is a power that you wish to control, you must first confront it. Accept it.
Wait. You're telling me to open the door?
You cannot play a bird flute unless you know how it makes noise.
If
You have to understand the source of the power if you ever wish to control it.
what if what's behind the door is a very powerful spellcaster who scares me and was very, very, very evil. And the stories I have heard of them are why he's behind the door. The one thing that I know stopped that caster is gone. So are you sure I should open that door? I trust you. If you tell me to open it, I'll open it. But once it's open, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I cannot tell you what to do in your own mind. However, there are only two options if the door is opening on its own. Either you confront it and attempt to wield its power, or you stay afraid of it, and if it opens on its own, you deal with it ill-equipped.
You hear Luna kind of pipe up behind you. She says, or you silence it.
I've tried. It's stronger than me.
She's kind of sheepishly nods to that potion you have in your belt, and she's like, I mean, there's always ways. And as is kind of processing, what to do about this door that's been opening, and is processing these thoughts from Ghana and the feedback from Luna, you guys start to trudge toward this next door, having had a chance to kind of catch your breath. Hey guys, wanted to tell you about something we've got coming up. April 14th through 16th, The Campfires and Dragons crew is headed to the Nerd Culture Ministry Summit at Glen Erie Castle in Colorado Springs, Colorado. That's right. We'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons in a castle with a bunch of Christians. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a table for beginners. We're going to have a table for more experienced players. We're even going to be offering a table for people who want to try out Daggerheart. So if that's something that you're interested in, we're going to have a whole variety of different options, and it'll be a chance for you to play D&D with Christians in a real castle. Not only that, but the Nerd Culture Ministry Summit as a whole is a conference that's designed to help people use their nerdy passions and interests for the kingdom. So if that sounds at all interesting to you and you'd like to hear from keynotes like Butch Hartman, the creator of Fairly Odd Parents, you can come spend the day, hear the keynotes, check out the workshops, and then play D&D with us in the evenings. It'll be a true blast. Plus, our friends at Emberglow will have merch there. You'll be able to pick up some dice and stuff if that's something you're into. So if that sounds at all interesting, head to ncmsummit.com. It's ncmsummit.com. You can pick up your ticket, see a list of all the keynotes, all the details. We'd love to see you there.